Let me spill it all for you because the tea is boiling hot. Kimmy Scott just lost it on LaTisha, and trust me, fans have not stopped buzzing since that jaw-dropping moment hit the screen. It wasn't just a clapback, it was a full-on eruption. And honestly, the fallout is messier, juicier, and way more shocking than what reality TV cameras even dared to show. But here's the question everyone's asking. What really pushed Kimmy to the edge? Because let's be real, snapping like that doesn't just happen out of nowhere. Nope, this drama had been simmering, bubbling, and waiting to blow up for months. At first glance, Kimmy and LaTisha looked like besties in the making. They laughed together, shared secrets, leaned on each other when the cast drama got intense. Kimmy even saw LaTisha as someone she could trust, which in the Shark Tank of reality TV is rare. LaTisha, on her end, seemed eager to ride with Kimmy's bold energy. Together, they were giving fans the vibe of a strong alliance, like us against the world. Everyone thought they'd be a power duo navigating the chaos together. But honey, even in those early moments, little cracks were forming. Tiny disagreements here and there. Kimmy would get disappointed at LaTisha's shady interactions with other cast members or the way she spread a little too much gossip. LaTisha, instead of owning it, often got defensive, brushing Kimmy off like, "What's the big deal?" And then came the cryptic posts. Fans started noticing subtle digs on social media, sneaky little indirect comments that screamed, "Something's not right." Those digital breadcrumbs were the early warning signs that all wasn't as perfect as it looked. Behind the cameras, it was a whole different story. Kimmy started catching LaTisha doing things that felt like straight-up betrayals. Imagine confiding in someone only to realize later they'd whispered your business to the very people you didn't trust. That's how Kimmy felt, like her so-called ally was chipping away at their friendship one shady move at a time. And let's not forget the communication clash. Kimmy's the type who speaks her mind raw and unfiltered. LaTisha, she plays it cautious, indirect, which might sound safe, but in a heated cast environment, it comes across sneaky. Misunderstandings piled up like dominoes, waiting for the final push. Worse, LaTisha even made some offhand comments about Kimmy's personal life, comments that were just plain disrespectful. Add to that, LaTisha siding with others in disputes, leaving Kimmy feeling isolated, and you've got the perfect recipe for betrayal. On top of it all, social media started catching fire. Fans pieced together the cryptic posts, stirred up theories, and turned their private feud into a full-blown public spectacle. The pressure was on, and the stage was set. The big explosion didn't happen during some screaming match in a back alley. Nope. It happened at a group event that was supposed to be fun, calm, even celebratory. Everyone was laughing, mingling, until LaTisha dropped that one comment. Whatever she said, Kimmy took it as a direct attack on her character. And after months of biting her tongue, Kimmy unleashed. She looked LaTisha dead in the eye and said those words that shook the room. "You crossed the line." Simple words, but packed with fury, hurt, and months of swallowed anger. This wasn't about one slip-up. This was about betrayal after betrayal, piled high until it finally toppled over. Kimmy's delivery? Raw, sharp, and 100% real. Fans knew instantly this wasn't for the cameras. This was real-life pain spilling out for everyone to see. LaTisha, on the other hand, looked stunned, defensive, scrambling to explain herself, but clearly caught off guard. She wasn't ready for the storm Kimmy had just unleashed, and it showed. The rest of the cast? Honey, their faces said it all. Some sat frozen in shock, others smirked like they'd been waiting for this to happen, and a few even tried to play peacemaker. But let's be honest, no one could stop that train once it left the station. And the cameras? Oh, they caught everything. Kimmy's fire, LaTisha's stunned silence, and the gasps from everyone else in the room. Pure reality TV gold. The moment the episode aired, social media exploded. Hashtags were trending, clips went viral, memes popped up faster than anyone could scroll. Fans dissected every frame like it was a crime scene. The tone in Kimmy's voice, the way LaTisha flinched, even the side-eye from other cast members. Nothing escaped the fans' analysis. Two camps immediately formed, Team Kimmy and Team LaTisha. Team Kimmy was cheering her on for standing her ground and finally drawing the line. Team LaTisha, they claimed she was misunderstood, the victim of a buildup that could have been resolved quietly. And the memes? Unstoppable. Kimmy's clapback moments were remixed with dramatic music, captions, even TikTok skits. The feud went from being just a scene to a cultural moment, one that had everyone talking. Even entertainment bloggers and reality TV insiders jumped in, claiming they had exclusive tea from behind the scenes. Alleged sources spilled stories about private fights, shady alliances, and off-camera digs. The drama wasn't just alive, it was growing. If you thought the confrontation itself was wild, wait until you hear about the aftershocks. Because when Kimmy told LaTisha, "You crossed the line," in front of everybody, that wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning of an all-out storm that no one saw coming. Within hours of the episode airing, social media turned into a battlefield. Twitter threads, TikTok reactions, Instagram stories, everyone had an opinion. And the worst part? It wasn't just fans weighing in. Bloggers, podcasters, even gossip mags jumped on it, milking every angle of the feud. Kimmy suddenly found herself being praised as the woman who wouldn't let anyone walk over her. She became a symbol of boundaries, strength, and calling out disrespect. But that spotlight, it's heavy. Every time she posted a quote about self-respect or empowerment, fans screamed, "Oop, that's about LaTisha." Every time she skipped a cast event, rumors swirled. She's avoiding the drama. LaTisha's image, meanwhile, took a serious hit. Online, she was painted as the shady friend who pushed too far, who whispered too much, who crossed boundaries no friend should. And even when she tried to defend herself, her words felt drowned out by the sheer volume of Kimmy's supporters. The fight didn't just shake up fans, it rocked the entire cast dynamic. Some cast members quietly took Kimmy's side, liking her posts, sliding into comments with little claps of support. Others distanced themselves from both women, clearly not wanting to get burned by the fire. But here's the juicy part. Behind the scenes, alliances started shifting. Friends who once leaned toward LaTisha suddenly kept her at arm's length. It was like her stock had dropped overnight, and nobody wanted to invest in a sinking ship. Kimmy, meanwhile, gained power. Her boldness turned her into someone people didn't just respect. They feared crossing. Even producers felt the tension. They knew they had struck gold with this drama, but managing the fallout was another story. Because the show isn't just about entertainment, it's also real lives, real businesses, and reputations that can crumble with one wrong edit. Let's not forget, both Kimmy and LaTisha aren't just reality TV personalities. They're entrepreneurs, influencers, women who rely on their brands to pay the bills. And this feud hit their livelihoods in ways nobody expected. Kimmy's brand soared. People loved her "I won't be disrespected" energy. She was suddenly the face of empowerment, getting more clicks, more followers, more opportunities. Fans started seeing her as the no-nonsense truth teller, and that image only boosted her reach. LaTisha, though, her image got bruised. She had to work overtime to fix it, posting carefully crafted captions about misunderstandings, second chances, and people twisting intentions. But the more she explained, the more fans rolled their eyes, saying, "Girl, we know who you're talking about." Some businesses even hesitated to work with her, worried about the backlash. When your name trends for drama instead of success, opportunities don't come as easily. That's the hidden cost of a viral feud. And let's not pretend this stayed on TV. Families and friends got dragged into it too. Imagine being Kimmy or LaTisha's loved one, having to deal with people constantly asking, "So what really happened?" Or, "Whose side are you on?" Sources close to the women said family dinners became tense, with relatives stepping in as unofficial mediators, trying to cool things down behind closed doors. But once the drama went public, controlling it was impossible. Even kids and spouses felt the ripple effects, with people tagging them online, commenting on their posts, and pushing them into a feud they never signed up for. That's the ugly side of reality TV. When the cameras stop rolling, the drama follows you home. The feud didn't just affect Kimmy and LaTisha, it reshaped the entire show. The producers leaned into it, of course, because drama equals ratings. But at the same time, they had to deal with the fact that this wasn't scripted tension. This was real. Future group scenes were instantly heavier. No matter what the cast was doing, dinners, parties, trips, that tension sat in the room like a ticking bomb. Every side-eye, every snarky comment carried more weight. Viewers could feel it. The show's energy shifted, all because of one explosive snap. And let's be real, fans ate it up. The confrontation became a defining moment of the season, something that will be replayed in clips, memes, and highlight reels for years. Here's the thing, this wasn't just reality TV drama, this was a cautionary tale. One moment of betrayal, one broken trust, can spiral into something massive when cameras are rolling and millions are watching. For Kimmy, the moment became about setting boundaries and not letting anyone diminish her worth. For LaTisha, it was about facing the backlash of actions that maybe she never thought would catch up to her. But together, their feud showed the world how fragile reality TV friendships can be. One minute you're laughing together, the next minute you're trending worldwide for the fight that ended it all. So, was Kimmy justified in snapping? Or was LaTisha unfairly painted as the villain? That debate is still raging online, but one thing is certain, this feud will be remembered as one of the most explosive reality TV showdowns in recent memory. It wasn't just about a comment, it was about months of tension, broken trust, shady behavior, and a friendship that crumbled under the pressure of cameras and whispers. And if you think the fallout is over, think again. The ripple effects are still hitting, in their personal lives, their careers, and the entire cast dynamic. This wasn't just drama for ratings. It was real, raw, and unforgettable. So buckle up, because this story is far from finished.